What is up YouTube, I'm Royal, I'm rank 1 Wildrift, well technically rank 2, and today I'm bringing you a guide on the newest champion, Lissandra. I'm actually already rank 24 on Lissandra on the server, and I've only played a few games of her. If you guys don't know, before I was a Wildrift player, I was a League of Legends player, and Lissandra was one of my main champions in League of Legends. I've played Lissandra versus some of the best mid laners in the US that are currently playing on the LEC. I've played Lissandra against Challenger players, against Grandmaster players in the US, so some of the best mid laners in the world, and I definitely know and understand this champion very well. So first, we're gonna go into the build, then we're gonna talk a bit about her abilities, and then I have two awesome gameplay for you guys, so stick around. So first of all, let's start with her build. So you have three options. You can either go Roll of Ages and play it for the scaling, which is an okay option. You can go Ludens, which is not really needed, but the ability haste and extra wave clear is kind of nice. Or you can go for my option, and I elect to go Infinity Orb first item. Infinity Orb into Death Cap and just getting maximum damage straight away. You don't need additional mana, just the mana regen. Just the Boots of Mana are good enough with the mana regeneration, so you never run out of mana. So my recommendation is rush Boots of Mana, go for Infinity Orb, go for Death Cap. You will be able to one-shot everyone with one combo, and your point and click ultimate CC allows you to make your one-shots very, very easy. Then Crown is always a great defensive item, especially when you're jumping in there. Having that extra reduced damage for 1 second can really help out with your combo, so you can quickly do your combo in 1 second, go into your ultimate, go into your stasis, which is a super important item, and I definitely recommend stasis after your Death Cap. As after your set 2 items, you definitely want to be going stasis quite early. Even after your first item, stasis is pretty good. It's a must-have on Lissandra, so you can jump in, do your combo, stasis, ultimate first, do another combo, stasis again, and also wait for your passive to start attacking the enemies. For your last couple items, Awakened Soul Stealer is a great option. It gives you all the stats that Lissandra wants, and it lowers the cooldowns of all your abilities, so you can go in, one-shot one target with your ultimate, go into stasis, and then you'll have your cooldowns up again. And in the late game, Lissandra is of course one of the best items into the late game, and you apply it quite easily on multiple people with Lissandra, so Lissandra is a great option. If the enemies have a lot of shielding, Ocean's Trident. If they have a lot of healing, Morello Nomicon. And that's it pretty much for the build. For the runes, you're going to be taking Electrocute. Scorch is a great because it's very easily procced. However, you can also go Sudden Impact. The cool thing about Scorch is that it gives you a bit more strength in the early game. Sudden Impact will be better for the team fights when you jump in with your third ability. Cheap Shot is a must-have. All your abilities pretty much proc it, except I think your third ability. So definitely a must-have, really, really crucial rune to get on Lissandra. And then you can either go Eyeball Collector or Zombie Ward. I prefer Eyeball Collector. Lastly, you're probably going to be going Transcendence to give you that extra little bit of ability haste. Hex Flash I think can be okay. It did get nerfed this patch, but it can still be okay because your Hex Flash ultimate can be a really good engage. However, I think Transcendence is better. For your spells, you're pretty much always running Ignite and Flash. However, you can go Barrier if you really want to, but I do recommend going for Ignite to just have some more kill pressure on your one-shot combo. Now let's look at her abilities, and I'll give you some advanced knowledge on her abilities. So your first ability is quite simple. You throw ice in a line, and if it hits anything, it will actually become bigger afterwards. So you can see I'm on the max range of my first ability. However, it hits the target behind as well because it extends after you hit anything. This is your main poke in lane. It actually has really, really long range, so you can abuse it to poke down enemies. Your second ability will be a root on all champions and all minions around you. And this is pretty much your main wave clear combo as well, just first ability and second ability. Your third ability, you throw a big claw and you can teleport to it anytime that you throw it, so you can teleport right away, or you can wait until the very last second, and it's a massive gap closer. This is your primary engage. You want to engage with your third ability, then proc your second ability, and of course when they're rooted, you can hit your first ability skill shot. Your ulti can either be cast on yourself, so if I just tap it, it will always cast on myself first, so be very careful. If you want to target enemies, you have to actually target them. So you can either target yourself and it's gonna heal you and keep you in stasis, similar to what stasis does. Or you can use your ultimate on an enemy and stun them for a little bit, and it still does damage around them, the same way they would do damage around you. So let's get started on her main combo. So her more simple combo for engaging is you use your third ability, and you want to try and make sure and actually hit the champions with a third ability, because it does do a little more damage. Then you go in with your second ability, your first ability, and after the root runs out, I do emphasize this because you want to stack your CC. One of the biggest issues that beginner Lissandra players make is they immediately use their second ability and their ulti on the same target. So they ult and then second ability, and the root and the stun just kind of go over each other and you don't get the maximum crowd control effect. So you use your second ability, right? Then you wait for the root to be either almost done or right after it's done, and then you use your ulti. So a typical combo will look like this. Third ability, second ability, first ability, now ulti, and your first ability will soon be coming up, so you can use it again while they're stunned. If you're scared that you're gonna get one shot, of course, and you wanna start with your ulti, this is also very common, going in with your third ability, and if you're on top of a carry, obviously you wanna ult them right away, so feel free to ult them right away. Use your first ability, and when your ulti is running out, that's when you wanna use your second ability to root them even longer and chain your CC. Very important to do on Lissandra, and of course you always want to stasis after you use your cooldowns, just because that's when you're most vulnerable, and if you one-shot someone, you'll give time to your passive to do work as well. Your passive, whenever you kill an enemy champion, you get a little clone of them. Let me show you exactly what kind of clone I'm talking about by one-shotting this here. Oh, I messed up there by ulting myself instead of him. Garen is so tanky. Spamming spells. So you get this little clone Garen that runs towards enemies, then it booms and it slows them and does damage, and this is really good for cleaning up fights. Once you get one enemy, the clone will go in and it will do a lot of damage, then you're gonna kill the next enemy and so on. So you can keep resetting, killing enemies, resetting your passive, and getting an army of frozen clones for team fights. Now let's jump straight into the gameplays. Jumping straight into the gameplay, we are playing a normal game. As you can see, the enemy team also has a Lissandra. However, this is a very high elo normal game. My entire team is Master and Grandmaster. The enemy team actually has 3 Challenger players. Their mid laner, Tristana, is Challenger, and their jungler, the Viego, is also Challenger, and their support, Lissandra, is also Challenger. So this is a very high elo game, despite it being a normal game. The season is resetting tomorrow anyway, right? So we're playing Lissandra versus Tristana mid. We have to be very careful in the early levels because her damage is just really high since she's an AD champion. She can auto attack us to death, which it looks like this is what she's doing. We're gonna play it back. I've used the minion damage. Kha'Zix, flash. Kha'Zix did not want to flash first ability for the first blood, I guess. It's a little annoying. She still has her exhaust up. We don't have our ignite up. However, when we're both low HP like this, we have the advantage, right? Because we one-shot her really quickly. I could look for a flash play here. I'm just gonna get the plant first to be safe, but I'm always in threat of just flashing on her. I'm just gonna flash on her. Yep. There we go. And that's first blood. Again, our lethal is a lot better than her lethal. She takes time to do her damage. Since you get those auto attacks off, we can just spam our abilities. So when we're both low HP like that, we have the advantage. And we actually have perfect gold to base for our Boots of Mana. In time. So I haven't really given you my thoughts on Lissandra yet, on how strong or weak I think she is. I personally think she might just be a top 3 mid laner right now. I think Jason Kassadin might still be a little better than her, but other than Jason Kassadin, I don't think any other mid laner is as good. We're gonna go for a little trade there. We just want to proc Electrocute in our trades. However, Tristana still beats us in the early game despite us getting a kill early on, so we still need to be a little careful. Viego's here, so we're just gonna play a little safe. I think he's waiting for us to jump in, but we're definitely not going to. I don't think we beat her right now anyway. We're just gonna wait for our level 5. My jungler is actually invading blue buff. Hope that goes well for him. Nope, he's gonna run. Oh, Lissandra is there.
Another frozen core.
Very good. I have my ulti now, so I can one-shot her. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna use my third ability in the different direction. Maybe if I use my third ability forward, I actually would have killed her, but I want to use it to escape because Lissandra and Viego were there too. and she exhausted me, so I couldn't actually finish her off. We could look for a dive. She's staying here. She's being very greedy. While my Lucian and Yumi are trying to steal the blue off. Yikes. I'm gonna go for the dive. Oh, I took a turret shot. That's actually really bad. Now I might die turret while diving. I attacked the minion and stayed in turret range. I thought I still needed to auto attack her to kill her. I didn't expect to just one-shot her with my first and second ability. I thought I needed to proc electrocute there. So that's my bad. I still am not super familiar with her damage. Again, I haven't played her in Link VC in like 4 years. And her damage numbers are of course different in Wild Rift. So I'm just not used to it. It'll take a bit of time, I guess. But I definitely didn't need to die there. And I'm gonna start immediately building towards my Infinity Orb. We still need to be scared because we don't one-shot her yet, and she definitely one-shots us with her auto attacks, right, in a long trade. So we still need to be really careful of this Tristana. I'm gonna look for a short trade. I'm gonna use my third ability away. Maybe ult her and kill her here. Oh, what? That was a lot of damage from an ulti and an auto attack. I guess I'm not gonna be able to kill her. I'm wrong. There's a lot of damage from the Tristana. Yeah, I don't think Lissandra is a very good support. Kazakhs? I don't think Lissandra is a very good support. I think mid lane is pretty much the only role she can go. You can maybe pick her in the Baron lane as well, but I don't recommend it. Damn, that Tristana really beat us like that.
This is but
I'm gonna clear the wave quickly and see if we can get some turret platings here. Since Tristana base pretty late. Oh, there she is. Maybe we can still sneak this third plating. We can always run away with our third ability. We're actually up in XP. We have to be a little careful. So we'll drop our exhaust, but again with our third ability, it's really easy to escape these trades. It's really easy to escape ganks, of course. It's so hard to gank Lissandra in general, because you have your ulti too. A cool thing you can do with your third ability is throw it one way and run in a different direction. And if they go for where your third ability is, dove. Ult. Okay, I guess I'm fine. I flashed away. I probably didn't need to flash. I was just afraid Lissandra would ult me and it would just collapse. 4 of them are actually mid. Yeah, like I was saying, you can walk one direction, throw your third ability in a different direction, and if you chase your third ability, you can just walk away from the direction you're walking. You're not forced to take it, right? So it's extremely hard to gank Lissandra. Looks like we're probably gonna be giving up the dragon. Not sure what my Yumi roams are at the moment. I will give up the dragon, but honestly, I've been seeing this Hex deck Herald, and I think all objectives right now are pretty weak. I don't think any objectives really matter. I don't think dragons are strong, and I don't think the heralds are strong either. It's really not a big deal. Be a little scared here. Like Joker with Kazakhs. She uses her ultimate. I'm gonna walk away so I don't get hit by the ultimate damage. Oh, my Kazakhs is actually just the worst player ever. Okay, he lives at least. That's good. And you can see how big the poke already is with her first ability. The true damage from Cheap Sol and every first ability too is massive. The enemies get the Hextech Gorilla turret, which is supposed to take turrets down quickly. However, I've seen in a couple games something it does. We go in here. Ulti up. Let's one-shot the Lissandra with it. I probably should have kept it. I don't think it was needed there. Oh, here's the turret that does like no damage. Way worse than Herald. Way worse. You can just throw it now, you have to like support it to get the third platings. I think your best bet now, instead of going mid, which is what I used to say last patch, is probably going like Baron lane, where you can just push off the enemy mid laner and just use the Herald there. Try and get as many plates as you can. Oh, got our little Hextech tool. You can now change to a random size, and you get those effects. That's kind of interesting. I still don't really know what the Hex tools are, I'm just testing them out for myself. They look kind of fun, but it seems like most of them are kind of useless, I guess. Don't really do much. But they're kind of fun. They're a fun little gimmick. They're not going to be as impactful as the Scorpion, I think. The Scorpion will be added like on the last big patch. In the Baron lane is actually really impactful, but I don't think these Hextech tools will really matter. Here, let's use it. So I shrink, and I'm really fast. It's actually not bad. You can roam bot lane here. There's a fight erupting. Probably bears there too. You can just clean up here. I'll go for the bears first. Blast for her and safe. We clean up the double kill, but Viego does clean up the rest of our team.
I've already won.
Maybe he gets greedy here. He is on the Yumi, so he's kind of weak. Trying to bait his ulti, but he didn't use it.
Top turret is under attack.
Okay, he's leaving. We're gonna start building towards our death cap. Again, this is the core that I like going for because it just gets your damage online much quicker and allows you to one-shot the enemies much quicker, which is very important for Lissandra. So you can activate your passive, right? You wanna one-shot the first target with your ultimate, make the fight a 4v5, 4v6 with your passive, right? Running at them, and just clean them up one by one. So it's really important that your damage is really high. This is why I like this build the most. I do want to get mid-third if I can here. I am really strong, especially when my ulti is up. So I'm not too scared of her. At this point, I think I can one-shot her, so I'm not too scared. Oh! My ulti was just about to come up. Yikes, that was really badly played. That Tristana does so much damage, by the way. Did he buff Tristana last patch or what? Oh, she has magic resist too. Maybe I wasn't even able to one-shot her. Magic resist. Maybe she had exhaust too. Yeah, that was a bad play by me. That was definitely overreaching. Oh. Hey, Volibear, all you. It's so easy for him to get kited versus Lissandra because he's constantly slowed and CC'd. Rooted, stunned, slowed. Lucian, all you. Oh, my team is running it down. Oh, there's a stain? I have my 30th ability coming up in a bit. I'm just gonna one-shot him. There we go. That's exactly the power of Lissandra. There's nothing he can do if he's in range of my ult, right? I just point and click CC him, then I just spam my 3 abilities on him and he's dead. So that's what makes Lissandra so powerful. Like if you compare her to Syndra, for example, Syndra can do something similar. However, Syndra's abilities are skill shots, so you also have to hit them. While Lissandra can just do a point and click ultimate and then combo her spells. Of course, Syndra has a way bigger range, right? That's the advantage of Syndra. Lissandra has way smaller range, she's a very short range mage. However, she makes up for it with quite a bit of mobility and of course, crowd control. So Lissandra definitely struggles against high range champions, especially in lane. So you're definitely gonna struggle against champions like Syndra, like Orianna, but she does super well into, she does super well into assassins. For an engage here, on my stasis. I'm gonna have to flash over the wall, my team is not here. I was kinda looking for an engage, but my team was not there. That's what Lissandra was doing. That's what Teemo was doing either. And now I have my clones running at them. Go Teemo clone! Boom! And now I have a Varus clone running at them. I don't know what the enemy team is doing, just running into me. They did not respect my damage. I think he's quite a bit of extending here. I'll pick up one of them. Yeah, let's push mid lane. I don't think we can chase her. Oh, my Kha'Zix is running it down. Disaster. Maybe she walks here. I'm just gonna push mid. Teemo and Lissandra are up, so I need to be a little careful. But there's this flash on them. What is she doing? Reminder that this Lissandra is a challenger player. Oh, missed my first ability. He's not scared of Teemo there, but he doesn't really do a lot of damage. Okay, the Tristana is really fed. 9-3 and 3. Oof. Definitely who needs shut down. Gonna build into my crown. That's my 3rd item. Volibear and Viego are building the new item, Flips. It's pretty good. I'll have to do some more testing. I think it's really good on bruisers like two of them. Good engage. We got the Teemo. Go into our ulti to dodge probably the Lissandra ulti that was coming. But trade off. We get a double kill. Now have our clones running at them. Our team will pick up a 3rd. That's the power of Tristana. Once you get 1 kill, it's so easy to keep getting more and more and more. Go for the Viego. Oh, I was in range of my 2nd ability. Trying to get used to the range a little more. She's gonna jump away. I was about to die there because she pushed the Volibear. Oh no! Teemo's room! My stasis is coming up! Okay. We survived the Liandry's and the Teemo's room poison with the stasis that just came up. I'm just gonna base. I want to get Baron, but I'm just gonna base. Yeah, I don't think I have time to Baron anymore. And to be honest, Baron is quite a bit weaker. Like this dinosaur thing that they have, like it's cool, it's fun, but it's way weaker than what we had before, honestly.
Ally slain.
Oh, my team's getting absolutely destroying the team fight. So all objectives now I think are quite weak except Elder. Obviously Baron's still strong because it gives you a bunch of attack damage and ability power to your entire team. But now you don't empower the minions, you don't get armor, you don't get magic resist like you used to. And you get this big ass dinosaur that honestly just doesn't really do a lot. I'm expecting him to get some kind of buff. I think it's really hard to buff that type of dinosaur because if he's OP he'll just end the game, right? Engage here. We're gonna one-shot the Varus, but we are gonna win. Maybe it wasn't a good engage.
Shut down.
Maybe I lied. Maybe it was an awful engage. You definitely want to look for plays similar to this with Lissandra. You want to be going for your ultimate in like a good, or your third ability in a good flank position and getting good ultimates. It's definitely not it. And I definitely need to focus Tristana instead of Varus, because even if I kill Varus, it doesn't really matter. He's super far behind. Tristana is the main threat. And Viego. Okay, Viego actually has the dinosaur, which, like I said, it's very underwhelming. Kick has it. One shot. There he is. Just so useless, man. He doesn't do damage. Like, he's kind of tanky, I guess, but like, not really. It's just nothing. He's not attacking my turret. Trying to engage. I'm really dead. It's 45. Oh, Lissandra's trolling, and now I get my clones, so I can definitely go in on this. Oh, perfect combo. I stunned the Tristana and then immediately stasis, but my team doesn't take her down. Now they take her down. We should be able to clean up like Viego. Wow, that was a really good engage by us. That's exactly what you want to be doing on Lissandra. You're probably gonna be dying most team fights on Lissandra too, unless your team just hard sweeps it. Because you are a mage, but you're an engage mage, right? So you're still quite squishy, but you still want to be in the front line almost. So it's very common that you are going to go down, and this is why you want to get stasis. Obviously your ult is going to help with that too, but usually you do want to be ulting the enemy team, not yourself. I definitely think it's more effective to ult to the priority target, like in this game. Tristana, she's so fed, it's going to be really hard for us to kill her if I don't ult her. So I think just going in, ulting her, doing my damage, leaving her with low HP, and then using my stasis and hoping my team cleans up, it's probably my best bet. Obviously, if the enemies don't have any huge priority targets, you probably can get away with ulting yourself and stalling until your team can kind of carry the team fight. And of course, your ulti at level 13 has 70% slow around you, so it can be a very, very good engage to kind of trap the enemies there. You use your second ability, you root them, and then they're 70% slow with your ultimate. It's really, really hard for them to do anything. Oh, hello, Timo. Well, get him. Get the ulti. Oh, that's out of flash. You're a little scared here. Lucian's not here. Kha'Zix's not here either. This is not a good fight. I'm gonna go away. No, you don't. No, Yumi! Why you leave me? That's a bit of a disaster. Yeah, my team was just not there. Don't know where Volibear was going. We'll base, we'll get our awaken. Enemies are sieging here. I do have my ult in 5 seconds. My stasis up too. I can look on Varus. Just flash the wall. They might be going for Baron. It's in 10 seconds. Kha'Zix is not here. I'm gonna ping him away, but maybe. Oh. I'm trying to go for the Tristana there, but her damage is insane. What is that? 2,000 damage in like 4 seconds. Not even 4 seconds. It's just one shot me before I could even do my combo. Man, that's really unlucky. And her range was so high that she was hitting me before I could even use my third ability. Before I could even get in her range. It's definitely a misplay from me. I need to come from a better position because they had already seen me, so Tristana just bursted me down before I could even do anything. Definitely a misplay. I should have just come in for a better position, like I said. Oh, did the enemy Lissandra support that had 1 kill, 1, 10, and 12? She just one-shot my jungler. That's not wonderful. For last item, we can probably go Liandry's, honestly. The enemy team isn't too tanky, but we have so much AP that we're gonna get a lot of value from the Leandries. And again, we proc it very easily on multiple targets because we have a lot of all of our spells are AoE spells. We can go in here. We watch out the Lissandra. Oliver watch out the Tristana. We have our ulti. I mean, I can ult that, right? He's an NPC. We'll ult the Diego instead. One shot him. Stasis. Nice. Okay, we actually get the big dragon. Bop her big dragon. The big dinosaur bopped the Tristana. Oh, and the base. What? How did he lose that, bro? She was like 50 HP.
No one.
We'll kill everyone else though, and this also I mean with Baron being weak, like that was the most useless Baron siege I've ever seen, dude. That dinosaur is not strong. Yeah, push the wave. My team's doing Elder or something on the base and run there. I probably shouldn't have pushed that wave. I should have gone right away. Oh, Tristana just jumps in there and one shots in my jungler. Man, this Tristana is so good. Okay, Volibear. Nice, want to clean up the shrooms. They still maybe go for Elder. Not even Lissandra is that. Oh, she's still fighting. Yeah, I'm gonna flank it just in case she can escape. Yeah, I got it. Diego's here too. I have my ulti up. Do I flash ult? Flash ult. Nice. And then we one shot the Teemo and the Diego, and now we have our clones running into the Varus. And that's a triple kill for the Volibear actually, but we did most of the damage with our low key. Gonna get the blue buff, and we can probably do Elder too. The Volibear just stole that from us. Excuse me? Volibear? Wait, he just stole the blue buff and he's not even coming out there. Is he trolling me? Team? I'm gonna die to this if no one comes. Why is my team not coming? Why are they farming the lanes? Okay, it's high IQ play from my team, I see. They do it late so we can have it for longer. They push the lanes first so we can have Elder buff longer. That's the only explanation for what I just witnessed. I need just a bit of gold from my Leandries, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to get it before Baron spawns. Oh, we do have Elder, so we should win fights anyway. Oh, there we go. I should be able to one shot in here. Nice. Lissandra flashes away, but that's what she can do. Oh, that's actually a 5-man ace, so that will be game. Elder's still OP, thankfully, even though every other objective sucks. The enemy team got 2 Barons and did nothing with them. This Baron is so weak compared to Elder now, I think. And we're able to end the game, but stay right here, do not go away. We're gonna have one more. So we're actually playing Lissandra versus Lissandra in the mid lane. The enemy mid laner again is a challenger player, despite this being a normal game. Oh, he's actually trolling. And he's dead already. We're able to proc the electrocute. And that's a massive, by the way. When you play mirror matchups like this, it's so important to get an advantage, right? Because you're playing the same champion. So if my champion just does a little more damage than her champion, we're playing the same champion, it's a massive advantage. So thank you, Viego, for that level 1 play. Even though it was Lissandra that just walked into our jungle by herself. Challenger player, by the way. Okay. Good poke. So we do have the advantage. We have a little extra magic pen. Oof, missed that. Space control over there. We're gonna go for a trade. We're level 3. And level 2. Oh, we actually missed her first ability and she hit hers. Trading all attacks. I'm not gonna go for the control ward because I'm pretty low. She's actually going in on me. But she doesn't know about the minion damage. The minions are able to take her down. And we win that. That's massive. Deals damage to enemy turrets. Siege cannon. I'm super curious about all these hextech tools. Every time I get a new one, I'm surprised at how useless they are, but how fun they are. Let's see what this one does. I can't place it, so I have to place it near a turret, it seems. Nice, good poke. Place my Hextech contraption. Okay. Actually not bad, that's quite a bit of damage. Yo, we just got turret plating from that. Yo, that's so OP actually, never mind. Maybe the Hextech tools are not as bad as I make them out to be. I don't know why she walked up there. I'm level 5 and she's level 3. So it's gonna alter and it's completely one-shot her. I'm not gonna be able to get my full item here. Yeah, I need one more plate and this wave. I don't think I can get another plate before she comes. It's gonna one-shot the wave in base, I think. Yeah, it's too greedy to go for another plate. It's probably gonna end up getting level 5 and killing me. So we're just gonna get our boots. Which is obviously fine. Oh, I do not want that. That's not building to what we're building. We're gonna be going for the Infinity Orb. Even though it's not Ruin Infinity Orb anymore, which was really OP. Infinity Orb is still a great item. Yeah, she's actually going in, but she ulted herself. I think she was trying to ult us, but she ulted herself by accident. Because again, if you auto-cast it, you go from yourself. You can definitely have to spend one out. Root him? Nice. And now we can take out the control word from earlier. Oh, she got a Hextech toolkit. I don't know, like I'm seeing in my screen, but I don't know what that is. Definitely need to learn what these do before before the next season starts. Okay. Doesn't know, man. I have my ulti up. Oh, first ability. Wait, and then root. Perfect. We're chain CCing perfectly, so we can use our first ability more, get more Oilex off. That's exactly how you wanna all in with Lissandra. Perfectly played. And that's another solo kill for us. Again, like I said, if you get lead in a mirror matchup, it's so hard for the enemy to come back. Because you have the same abilities and yours just do more damage. Okay, another plate here, it's really low. I wish I've gotten that before I based. Push the wave hard.
So many secrets.
Maybe knock her the plant as well, or force her to take it now. Grab 150 gold from the plate. We've almost killed this turret, low-key. Oh, she placed the finger there again. I can go in on her. Oh, she ults herself right away. And of course, once she ults herself, we want to get away from that circle quite quickly, because the circle expands and does damage, right? So you have some time to run away from it. Okay, strong by going in there. I'm so strong. I'm gonna flash. Maybe I didn't need to flash because I'm not able to come here. Oh my god, that worked. I panicked and ulted when I shouldn't have. I could have used my third ability again. But by ulting, he was spamming second ability. And because I ulted, he hit the minion instead because I was untargetable. I'm able to pick up the Pantheon as well. That's really funny.
On my way.
Nice.
The Watchers.
Allies
So now we're gonna start building towards our death cap. And again, you could totally get stasis here. Obviously, it's too early in the game to get it. You can only get 6 minutes and 30 seconds. So if you are this far ahead, you'll have to wait until after 2 items. But I definitely recommend getting stasis pretty quickly on Lissandra. It's so useful because you're deep in there while also being very squishy because you don't build tanky, right? Like he's missing everything, on missing everything. And Lissandra is such a good counter against assassin champions and all these meta assassin junglers like the Lee Sin, like the Zed, like the Xin Zhao, like the Diego. She's so good against those types of champions. Because she can just, Lee Sin goes in, he tries to go for a kick, ult him, one-shot him just like that. Her ulti, like there's no other mid laner that has, or any other champion that has a point-and-click ability like that. Look, that healing is insane too. Look at the enemy doing Lissandra healing. But electric isn't enough to take her down. Good damage. I actually almost died too. Oh, I got the healing plant. Pantheon is not gonna go in on me. If he does, he might kill me, but he's definitely gonna die to Diego. So we're not scared. He's gonna keep pushing. I think he's doing red buff or something. After the red buff. If he comes here, we'll just one-shot him on the turret, I think. And we'll probably trade 1 for 1. If he decides not to do that. We're gonna do control word, which is gonna give us enough gold for our death cap, so that's perfect gold. And we actually have 2 items before 7 minutes, which is really insane. We're so fed. Let's see if we're able to one-shot some enemies with ice.
Enemy
And of course, we're
turret
gonna get our
destroyed.
crown of the Shattered Queen, which I'm assuming is Lissandra. Nice. Can definitely look for some roams now. We're very strong. Oh, thank you. Actually, pretty tanky.
Ally slain.
I'll play it slow. Have my ulti. Wait for my cooldowns. And now stun him.
Enemy
And
turret destroyed.
he didn't even try. Lolm, come help me do raptors. Oh, I think I was chasing some enemy that's there. Okay, Lux is there. Thanks for the leash. She took away my clone, so my clone didn't leash, but she leashed the raptors instead. Thank you, Lux. Just gonna push in the wave and maybe look for a base or a roam. I can get my stasis here, which it's pretty important. But actually, the enemy team has a lot of shielding, right? Because they have Lux. I'm pretty sure that Olaf gets a shield too. Oof, she didn't stall me, so I'm actually just gonna build for anti-shield. I'm gonna build my anti-shield item just to counter Lux, because her shields are really, really OP. Yeah, she has barrier too. Lissandra doesn't have a lot of great items, to be honest. So the anti-shield item is great as a filler too. It gives really good stats for its price. Some fighting to go on here. Nice, one shot Lissandra, one shot her. Slow play it. I definitely should have probably ulted myself. Just kind of waiting for his ulti to end, but it was not ending. Thankfully we had more than enough damage to just one shot him. But I think maybe the play there was just ult myself, but if I did ult myself he would maybe run away. I don't know. Well, it worked out, that's all that matters. Not really sure how to play Lissandra into Olaf, he completely counters us. I think it's actually fine because maybe you can just burst him down, even though you don't crowd control him, you can just one-shot him with all your abilities. Especially when I'm this fed, right? Oh, we're so far, we're 6,000 gold up on the enemy Lissandra, and again, it is a challenger player, so... I know that it's a normal game, but no excuses, right? Still challenging for burning up. Oh, no, stasis. Controlling. You go clone? Boom! One-shot the enough. Didn't one-shot, but it definitely helped the Swain kill her. Probably not a great engage, but we are able to get 3 kills from it. I thought I had stasis, but I definitely did not have stasis. And this is also why you need stasis really badly. And Olaf is roaming, but Garen is just getting turrets. Nice.
Enemy triple
He's
kill.
getting mid turret too.
Enemy
Go Garen.
killing spree.
We're probably gonna go crown now. Will help a lot with not getting bursted on these engages, but we have stasis, so we're even safer
Enemy
now.
rampage. Shut down.
And we're gonna look for some awesome engages. The enemy Olaf is really strong, and he does counter us, so we do need to be a little scared as a team to not give him any more kills. King is dragging here to be honest. Garen is dead, but I don't know anything not very coordinated coming to dragon. You can definitely one-shot her if she steps up. Lissandra is ball.
Your team has slain the dragon.
Ah, 4 of them are here. I don't think that's a good idea.
Bottom turret is
Oh, I'm trolling really hard. I didn't stasis or ulti myself. I did not expect that much damage. That was really bad of me. If I ulted myself there, maybe we would win. A lot of damage from the Olaf. Oops. Yeah, I definitely did not expect that much damage. That's my bad. It is what it is.
turret lost.
Yeah, when a new champion comes out, it takes some time for me to get used to their damage, how much damage they take, and so on, right? So there are gonna be a few beginner mistakes. I will get better and better. I'm gonna be live streaming a lot in the next few weeks, climbing up the ranks of the new season, and we're definitely gonna be playing quite a bit of Lissandra until they nerf her, because I definitely think she's really, really strong. And she's a big counter to a lot of the meta champions right now, so this meta fits her perfectly. Paul is running on me, I just hold myself and chilling. Have stasis as well.
Enemy slain.
Nothing I can do. Maybe flash root? She's too fast. Yeah, she's too fast, I can. Oh, she just surrendered. Perfect. well, that will be it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned how to play Lissandra from this guide. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe for more Wild Rift content.